Hi, Master O and Jose. This is Christina from The Upcoming. So lovely to speak with you today, and congratulations on the London premiere yesterday. To start things off, can you share with us what About Light and Shadows is about and what people can expect going in?
I think people is connecting with this documentary because everyone all around the world is looking for answers. People have a lot of questions and have no answers. So this documentary tried to offer an explanation of the reality in a different way from another angle.
And what sparked the idea for the film?
The idea has to do with this wave of spirituality that is touchable around the world. When we met Mastero, we thought Mastero represents very, very well this modern spirituality, which is integrator, which is more kind, is very easy to follow, is very, very easy to believe. And from our point of view, this is the reason why the practice, the philosophy of Mastero is going up, is increasing every day.
Master O, you've been a key master for over 35 years. How did you know that this was the right time to share your vision with a documentary?
Well, during most of my life, I've been sharing what people have to know, what people have to receive. Nowadays, people, the lifestyle is so busy, and they don't actually have a lot of the time for themselves, and they are more connected to the work, the things they have. So it is really the time for people to connect to both. One is material world. We are dealing with the materials all the time. And to deal with everything that we do, we have to connect to our essence, which is the light, the love, energy. So, and in modern life, we have to use more brightness, more love, more power. But people, they don't know how to create this. And because of that, the life is giving us more challenge, the more and more. And the people seeking for something, they don't know what they're seeking for. So this documentary, they help them to understand what we need, the physically and the invisibly and the spiritually, so that people do have understanding of, we need so much help the body, we need so much the help for our essence. When this connection happens, then we know how to use our thought, feelings, emotions, and desires in the best way to create the happiness and peace, which in turn is helping so many people's life.
And Jose, how did you know you were the right person to tell Master O's story alongside him?
I don't know, it's a gut feeling. But I was absolutely sure he's the right person and the right representative of, as I said before, this new form of spirituality. When you know Mastero, you don't come back. He's the right people.
And how did you know you were the right person to tell the story alongside him?
Maybe the destiny. I'm historian, and I have a point of view, academic point of view about the things that are happening in the world. And when I met Mastero, I thought, I'm sure he's the right person.
On the topic of your background in visual anthropology,
I have done a lot of things more in the area in the advertising industry. I have been involved in another documentaries, but as a director is my first one.
Sorry, how did your background shape your approach to storytelling in the film?
Always the people which is in front of a project change the things. You try to put your personal view. And my personal view is quite similar, the view of Mastero. When I hear him talk about the vibration of the invisible world, the things we know, the things we don't know, we see, we don't see, I identify myself a lot with him. I'm sure we are a nice couple to work.
And what was the biggest challenge in creating a film that doesn't provide answers, but instead promotes deeper questioning?
The biggest challenge has been to be able to offer so different interpretations of the reality, and to be able to suggest the people not to analyze the reality through the eyes only, but also with the heart and with the soul and with the spirit.
And on that note, what important questions do you hope audiences will leave the film with?
People want to have answers, and they are very, very interested, for instance, in the beginning of the universe and all what has to do with quantum mechanics, apart from the philosophical interpretation of this quantum mechanics and of this universal order or universal or the very beginning of the universe. Master O has a very clear and very nice explanation, and scientificists have another. So I think we have been able to answer these kind of questions.
And in your experience, what is the most common misunderstanding people have about the relationship between science and spirituality?
Because people tend to think that both disciplines need to across themselves. And what we think is that both disciplines need to go in parallel and have not any necessity of finding themselves. The confusion of people is that to think that science and philosophers are going to have the same explanation, the same analysis angle. And there is not at all. Different disciplines and different kind of answers.
On the topic of bridging two different things, Master O, your teachings bridge different traditions and wisdoms. How do you personally navigate the tension between tradition and modernity?
I don't see as the tension. People have a different view, different ideas. Depends on the time, depends on the situation. People have a different ideas, a different knowledge, how to treat life in a best way. So, yeah, we have a science, we have a spirituality. From my point of view, the life is most precious. That we need the physical things, very much connected to the science. And the spirituality is very much connected to like more spiritual practice and religion. But two has to be together, because two together is the life. So I don't see the tension or difference. I see as people have a different idea how to look at the life, how to treat the life, everything given to us in a better way.
The film suggests that the truth may lie in the spaces between scientific equations. How do you interpret these in-between spaces of science and spirituality?
Not very different, because philosophers or masters have an explanation that comes from the observation and comes from the study and the introspection. And science, they need to check, to observe, and to prove everything. There are sources of knowledge different between them, so it's normal.
Your film features a variety of different people with different experiences and backgrounds. Did any of the people surprise you with their perspectives?
So truthful, is very easy to understand because they are honest people, and his testimonies were very nice and like poetic. Not surprising, but it was very exciting, very nice to see, nice to hear.
What were some of the biggest challenges you faced while making this film?
Not many challenge. People has collaborated very well. To work with Master O is really easy. It's really easy.
And what was the most rewarding aspect of working on this film?
When people thanks to me for the documentary is the biggest prize I have ever received. The gratitude of people is... It touched very deeply.
What do you hope that audiences take away from About Light and Shadows?
I suggest people to observe the reality from another point of view. I would like to have been able to suggest the open-minded and people open the heart and then feel the documentary, not only see, feel